Welcome back for part 2 of the Middle Division virtual tour. We continue on from where we left off just outside of Lewistown. Drive across the tracks and continue on Roundhouse Road. Soon you will come up to a curve which will lead you to Route 103. Once you come up to 103, take a right and continue. Travel about 3 miles and be on the lookout for a slight right turn onto Granville Road. Take the slight right and head into town. Once in town, hang a right at the Y intersection and continue. You will eventually come up to your next location at the grade crossing. The view looking east is a straight stretch where the signals at CP Long can be seen in the distance. The view looking west is a curve and a small straight. Parking is available all around the crossing at this location. Next, drive over the crossing, hang a left, and continue down River Road. You will eventually see the main line in front of you in the distance. The road will turn right, then eventually take you to the grade crossing, which is your next location. Parking here is best on your left, on the side of the tracks upon your arrival. You can park on the upper side, however. Just be vigilant for passing trains. The view looking west is the blind curve. The view looking east is a very long straight stretch. Next, continue up River Road. After coming up to the stop sign, turn right again onto Route 103. Continue on 103, and you will eventually come out to a clearing where you will parallel the main line. To the right, just after the guardrail ends, you will see a pull-off area, which is one of the areas here that you can park in. Here the PT-172 signals are in plain view along the tracks. The road and main line travel together for about a mile here. Leaving from the area, continue down Route 103 for just about 2 miles, then be on the lookout for a right turn onto River Road. Stay on River Road for just under a mile. You'll eventually see a road to your right just before a farm. After turning on the dirt road, you will see the main line and signals in the distance. At this location, the PT-174 signals are right over where the parking area is. Both directions here are a straight stretch. For the next location, go back out the dirt road and take a right back onto River Road. Continue on River Road for a bit. You will soon come to the next location at a grade crossing. There is plenty of parking to the right of you upon your arrival. Looking east is a straight stretch with a curve in the distance. Looking west is a long straight stretch. Now continue over the crossing and head down River Road. Follow River Road for just under 2 miles, where you will then come to a stop sign in Madawana. At the stop sign, take a left and you will see your next location. Looking west is a curve. Looking east on the lower side is blocked by a building and crossing gates. Looking east on the upper side is a long sweeping curve. Parking can be had on the upper side as well as the lower side of the main lines. Now turn around and cross the bridge to head towards McVeigh At the red light in town, turn left and continue straight for just under 17.5 miles. Look for signs to turn left onto Route 829. Once you've turned, you will see the grade crossing, which is your next area. Parking can be had to the left or right upon your approach, and to the right across the tracks. Next, go back out to Route 22 and take a left. You will eventually come to an area where you will see the main line in a straight stretch. Just before the road leaves the main line, look for a left turn onto a road with a grade crossing. Here, parking can be had to the right or left on the side of the track closest to you upon arrival. Looking east is a long straight stretch, while looking west is a small straight with a curve. Now come out and turn left back onto Route 22. You will again go past an area with a road and the main line parallel. Just after this section of main line leaves sight, continue traveling on Route 22 for just over 8 miles. Then be on the lookout for signs to turn right onto Route 305 to Alexandria. After crossing a bridge, you will come to a stop where you will turn right to follow 305. Keep watching for signs that point for 305, as it takes a left outside of Alexandria. You will soon come to a stop sign just after a bridge. Take a right at the stop sign. As you come into another area called Petersburg, ignore signs for 305. Instead, when 305 takes a left, you should take a diagonal right and go up a hill.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Petersburg Pike. Turn right onto Petersburg Pike, Senior 3004.
Just after a green house with a red shed, be prepared to take a right onto Warriors Ridge Road. Continue down the road where you'll eventually come to a grade crossing, which is your next location.
Continue on T492 for 2 miles. You've arrived.
This area, being a favorite of mine, has the PT-206 signals and defect detector in view looking to the west. Parking at this location is available all around the crossing. Next, come back out Warrior Ridge Road and head down the hill. As you get back into Petersburg, stay on the double yellow line road crossing the bridge continuing towards the direction from which you came into town. Signs for Route 305 and 26 show for a small bridge on your left. You continue straight down the hill. As you start down the hill, slow down, as your next location is a left turn onto a dirt path. This location offers a quiet area with off-the-road parking. Looking east is a turn under a bridge. Looking west is a long straight stretch. Come back up the road and take a left. This is called Bury Road. Follow Bury Road until you come into town. Once in town, you will see the small hill and grade crossing in the distance. Parking here is best on your left upon arrival, but it can be had to the right in a pinch. Looking east is a long straight stretch. In the distance, you'll see a signal bridge and the concrete vehicle bridge that we saw in the previous location. Looking west is a curve. Continue over the tracks and head up the hill. After driving just under 2 miles, take a right at the stop sign. Stay on the road for just over a mile, where you will then come to another stop sign and merge onto Route 22. After merging, travel a short distance. You will then see signs for Route 453 towards Tyrone. Take this right and head up the hill. After going through the red light, travel 8 miles on Route 453. Then, be prepared to take a sudden sharp left onto a single-lane narrow bridge. After crossing the bridge, continue up the dirt road until you come to the grade crossing. Parking here is available on your left and right on the side of the tracks closest to you upon your arrival. The view at this location looking east is 2 curves with the PT 221 signals tucked away in the distance. The view looking west is a small straight with a curve. Come back out from the dirt path, cross the bridge, and take a left onto Route 453. Continue until you come to a red light in a town called Tyrone. From the red light, take a left. Continue straight until you pass an old station. Just beyond the station, you will see a small parking lot and an Amshack where Amtrak stops twice daily. The view here looking west is a small straight with a long curve in the distance. The view looking east is a blind curve under Interstate 99. There is also a road on the other side of the tracks that allows different angles to shoot and view from. Now go back out past the station, then turn left at the first red light. After you pass under a railroad bridge, follow the road as it takes a left. Stay on this road for about 3.7 miles, then at that red light, take a right. You will come up to the tracks in Tipton. Parking is available on both sides of the tracks. The views here looking both ways are straight stretches. Next, come back to the red light and take a right. Travel just under 2 miles, then be on the lookout for a right turn after a small white bridge. Take the right turn and continue down the small road. After some time, you will come to a stop sign. Just before stopping, you will see the main line and your parking area on the left. This is the only parking at this location. The view here looking east is a sweeping curve and the PT 227 signal bridge. Looking west is another curve. This concludes our virtual tour of the Pittsburgh Line's Middle Division. Keep an eye out for more virtual tours in the future. Before we go, however, please keep in mind that it is illegal, dangerous, and deadly to trespass on railroad property. No train is ever worth your life.